Hello and welcome back to London's finest with Arsenal in Football Manager 2021. Today is going to be a big episode. Not only is it January the 1st and the transfer window is open and we've brought in 3 players to talk about, it is also Manchester City in the league, Manchester United in the FA Cup third round and Liverpool in the league. It's probably why this video is about 35 minutes long. So in order to make sure this video isn't 35 minutes long, we're going to fly through things fairly quickly. West Brom and Fulham we played in between episodes. We win both games. Tierney, Lacazette, Willock and Graziano Pella once again on the score sheet in both of these games. It means currently we are sat third place in the Premier League, a long way behind our opponents in today's episode, Manchester City and Liverpool, but we're also 4 points clear of Everton, but they do have themselves a game in hand. Let's talk about transfers. Only 3 to talk about at the moment. First up is Kais Ruiz, formerly of PSG. We've signed him for £205,000 because my scouts basically said he's good. So I went, okay, he's also cheap. So we've brought him in. Probably won't see too much of him, but it does tick one of the boxes that the board wants us to do, which is sign 18-year-olds. Don't ask me why I've done this one, but we've loaned Adam Idar from Norwich until the end of the season because it gives us a bit more depth. He's apparently not very good, but he's only on loan. And finally, something that is going to make a bit of a difference to us. Jorginho Wijnaldum has signed for £13 million, which I'm starting to realise is probably a bit steep because he was out of contract at the end of the season. But we've brought him in nonetheless. We've had to pay some money for him. But Wijnaldum, I think, is going to make a bit of a difference to our midfield. He's probably one of our best central midfielders. And considering our midfield already do a pretty good job, we've strengthened it even further. Right then, Manchester City time already. Leno will be in goal. Bellerin, Arujo, Gabriel and Maitland-Niles will be the back four. That's kind of our settled back four at the moment, isn't it? And it's not very good in terms of star rating, but I think a lot of that is because Maitland-Niles and Bellerin aren't inverted wing-backs. If we were to change them to be normal wing-backs, you can see Bellerin would go from a 2.5 star to a 3.5 star. So we're keeping him as inverted because it's doing the job. Partey, Wijnaldum and Ceballos will be the central midfielders with Willian as the trequartista. Aubameyang and Milik today will be our strikers. Let's play Manchester City. I'm not expecting too much from this. So in our last 5 games, I think it is, we have not conceded a single goal. We haven't exactly played the best of the best, but we have not conceded a single goal. Obviously, you can see their recent form shows that we have won our last 5 games as well. So we have a chance. If we can just keep on the record of not conceding, I think a draw away from home against Man City would be a very good result for us. It is going to be tough because Manchester City, as we know, are very good. And as the league table shows, they're also very, very strong and score lots and lots of goals with positive 33 goal difference. Well, half an hour into the game, apparently we've all had 3 shots apiece, all of them on target, yet we haven't had a single highlight to discuss at the moment. It's looking like it might be going all the way through to half-time at 0-0, with very little going on. John Stones then with a free kick, 2.5 minutes to play. Diaz to Rodrigo, back to John Stones, who looks like he might be playing as a right-back, which I'm not sure whether that's the best use of John Stones' ability. It's Manchester City coming forward with it. De Bruyne plays it to the right-back, John Stones. Why is he playing as a right-back? De Bruyne to Stones, crosses that ball in. Sterling is there. And Raheem Sterling wins a header. And we're 1-0 down. And it stays 1-0 at half-time. And I think the thing that's annoyed me most about that goal is the fact that John Stones got the assist from right-back. I expect to see a much better performance. In fact, I expect to see something in the second half. It also means that my introduction where I said this episode is going to be 35 minutes long is probably a lie because this match is going to be about 2.5 minutes. According to the match stats, we're actually having shots. We're just not seeing anything. I'm going to give them a demand more. I'm also going to think about doing ourselves some substitutions. We're going to do Aubameyang off for Lacazette, Milik off for Pella because our striker's just not doing anything. So we'll try and change things around. That Manchester City goal as well is the first goal that we've conceded since probably the start of December, which is, it kind of sucks. Literally 7 minutes to play, and we have another highlight. Very little has taken place in this game at all. Leno has it, kicks it long. It's going to go toward Willian. Okay, I was expecting it to be Aubameyang, or Lacazette, sorry. Willian slots it through to Lacazette, and Lacazette puts that ball into the bottom corner. Have we rescued a point from this? The substitute gets his 9th goal of the season. Ederson apparently has taken the blame for it. It is 1-1 at the City of Manchester Stadium. I'm thinking we're going to do ourselves a sub. We're going to take off Wijnaldum because he's done his job. We're going to bring on Xhaka, and then we'll rearrange, so we'll put Partey in the middle. Partey's kind of moved over to be a Mazzala since obviously Wijnaldum has joined. Not seen too much of the new signing today. We've got 2 minutes. Mahrez's throw for City. Rodrigo back to Riyad Mahrez on the left. He's dodged a tackle from Bellerin, or has he dodged a tackle from Bellerin? No, he has not. Bellerin has managed to get that ball upfield. Lacazette chests it down. We're facing the wrong way at the moment, but we've got a bit of time. We've got a minute and a half. Willian to Ceballos inside his own half. He's slotted it forward to Graziano Pella. The 35-year-old finds Maitland-Niles, going to invite the fullback forward. Ceballos to Willian. Bit of space for Willian. And oh my word, Willian almost won the game for us. Ederson saves it, concedes a corner that we don't get to see. It's going to be 1-1. I will take that. I will take that every day of the week. And judging by the XG, we probably should have won, shouldn't we? We should have won that game, apparently. We didn't, but we got a point. I'll take it. Right, match number 1 then of the episode is out of the way. The 1-1 draw keeps us in 3rd place because we weren't ever going to move from 3rd. But I guess, in a way, it's kind of closed the gap to Man City. It hasn't at all, has it? Because we both picked up a point. It's closed the gap to Liverpool. Also, not how maths works. Anyway, let's go forward. Next up, Manchester United in the FA Cup 3rd round, which, to be honest, sucks that that's our 3rd round draw, because if we have a look at competitions, they want us to get to the quarter-final, which means we've got a very difficult opening opponent in the FA Cup. We'll be back in a sec. And just like that, we're into the next match. It is obviously still January. The window is still open. I think before the Liverpool game, we will have ourselves a brand new signing joining the club. A couple of players also might be leaving. But anyway, let's play Manchester United in the FA Cup. We've already beaten them once this season, so hopefully we can just do this again. It will be Leno in goal. Bellerin, Araujo, Baumgartel and Maitland-Niles will be our back four. Thomas Partey, Joe Willock and Willian will be in the middle of the pitch today. Zaccagni, Aubameyang and Graziano Pella will be our strikers. It is a cup game, so there is some rotation going on. I've obviously dropped Wijnaldum. Basically, I've dropped anyone where you see it says medium and light and stuff. Anyone who's heavy, I've dropped to, at worst, the bench. Sorry, at least the bench. At worst, they've been dropped completely out of the squad. I do think that I probably should have taken this match a little bit more seriously. I probably should have gone full strength. Looking at the United side, they are basically full strength, aren't they? They are playing Dan James, who you'd argue probably isn't one of their first choice players, but he's not awful, is he? He's certainly not awful. Anthony Martial has this. He's hit it straight into Baumgartel. And now Maitland-Niles can hopefully build the ball from the back. Zaccagni, very, very deep for the Trequartista. Tries to find Aubameyang but can't manage it. 7 minutes and 15 seconds have been played. Vlasic, who must be a new signing. Paul Pogba's dinked it off to Brandon Williams on the left. Crosses it in. Dan James to Van de Beek. Martial's in on goal. Leno with a spectacular save. Baumgartel gets that ball clear as well for a corner. United looking sharp, but they looked very sharp last time we played them as well. Fernandez's corner is towards the back post. Maguire's headed effort hits the bar, and it is cleared for another corner, I think. Fernandez has gone over to take it from the left this time. It's once again towards the back post. Vlasic is going to get on the headed clearance from Thomas Partey. Is it going to carry on? Dan James, a bit of space for the youngster. He's dodged a tackle. He hasn't dodged a tackle. Apparently that was a foul. We're not going to see the free kick though. Instead, we're going to see a different one from the left-hand side. Who's taken this? Fernandez to Martial. Bit of space for the Frenchman. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Slots it through to Anthony Martial. And Leno is at the right place at the right time. I don't think he knew too much about it. Pogba was offside anyway. Another chance is going United's way. Oh my word. This is one-way traffic. And it's not the type of direction that I want to be seeing. Wan-Bissaka crosses in. Vlasic is there. And United have broken the deadlock. Or have they? Vlasic might have been offside here. VAR is checking. VAR shows a clear offside. Disallowed. Still 0-0. If we can just hold on. I think that's all we need to do. If we hold on for the moment, and then in the second half, that is where we kind of come alive. We score 4 goals and we just beat them 4-0 and move on to the next round. Half an hour now played. Graziano Pella goes all the way back to Baumgartel, the German. He's gone forward towards the left-hand side to nobody. I'm not quite sure who that was towards, apart from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's played that to Anthony Martial. He's got no support. Martial into the penalty area, gets past his man, puts it in underneath Leno. Baumgartel has to take blame for that. Firstly, what was his clearance? And secondly, why didn't he tackle him? Leno with a free kick for us. It's towards Wan-Bissaka. Have we signed Wan-Bissaka? Is that something I've just completely neglected to remember? Did we just buy him? Because we passed it to him twice now. Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side for possibly us, maybe Manchester United. Vlasic is there. Leno holds on to that one. It's going to be still barely 1-0, although Leno's running forward with the ball. He's gone long, over the halfway line. Aubameyang doesn't quite win the header. Dan James now can come forward. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's playing for 2 teams at once at the moment, which is borderline impressive. Baumgartel passes it to Wan-Bissaka. Pella's chasing it down. Lindelof to James. He's gone long, over the top of Baumgartel again. Baumgartel was having a shocking game. Both of those goals, even though his match rating isn't going to reflect it, both of those goals I'm blaming him because he was not paying attention to anything, basically. Anything at all that's going on around him, he's not looking. Leno with a goal kick. We are still, literally, their first goal was scored about 4 minutes ago. Brandon Williams, forward to Vlasic. United are just dominating us at the moment. Williams to Pogba, all the way over towards that right-hand side. Maitland-Niles gets it clear. Now Pella needs some runners. He's played that on the ground for Aubameyang, and Aubameyang's hopefully going to get there first. He doesn't manage it. Willian, though, on the volley, and Willian has just scored a goal from a very long way out. It was quite easy because there was no goalkeeper in there. 50 yards out, that was. 50 yards from Willian. It's 2-1. Certainly not over, is it? It is certainly not over, but United are just absolutely battering us at the moment. Pogba gets this from Fernandes. Are we going to get this away? We haven't. Van der Beek nods it down to Martial, who's going to get himself a hat-trick before half-time. He does. It's 3-1. Bellerin and Araujo are taking the blame for these goals. I don't know how they're taking the blame for these goals. Thrash arms. I'm far from pleased. And then individuals. I want to do it Baumgartel, but apparently he's not the problem. Thrash arms. You're playing lazily out there. Pay attention to the really fast Frenchman they've got up front. I feel like it's a bit late to tell them to pay attention to Martial because he's clearly just destroyed us anyway. Right, an hour into the game, let's do some changes. Lacazette's going to come on for Pella. We are also going to do Bellerin off for Tierney. Bellerin's having a bad game. 6.3 for Bellerin. I don't know why he's playing so badly because every goal that they've scored I don't think has been his fault. I don't think he's been anywhere near responsible for it at all. Araujo to Tierney, back to Araujo. Tierney again, what are we doing here? Those two making best of friends with each other, apparently, just passing it constantly. Leno to Baumgartel, who I'm still not impressed with so far this game. And Leno's clearance finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We need to buy him, because that's the only way this makes sense. We must be signing him. We've passed it to Wan-Bissaka more times than we've probably passed it to our strikers. Leno's going to get this one. 62 minutes on the clock then. So, what are we going to do? Wan-Bissaka's probably open. He's gone towards McTominay, apparently. Our passing in this match has been horrendous. And Leno's been chipped by Fernandes. It's 4-1. Now, I know this is a cup game, but we are not turning up, are we? We are just not performing at all. And I think one of the more frustrating things about it is the board want us to get quarterfinals. We have literally fallen over at the first hurdle, and the game doesn't quite understand. When you draw somebody like Man United, they just expect you to beat them all the time anyway. So the fact that we haven't even got past the first round, the board are going to hate this FA Cup performance. United with a chance to possibly make it 5. Vlasic's corner, McTominay's there. It's just gone wide from Scott McTominay. Are we going to do anything? Do we even change anything? I feel like there's no point. Leno with a goal kick. It's gone over the halfway line. Aubameyang heads that down. Zaccagni collects it. First time we've seen him all game. He's been on the pitch for 75 minutes. He's got no support. David De Gea holds on to that one. And seconds later, we have possibly a United chance. Williams to McTominay. Plays it in towards Donny van der Beek. Facing it away from goal, going the wrong way, but he's probably good enough to do something. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the Arsenal and Manchester United player. Lindelof to van der Beek, forward to Martial. He's gone long off to that left-hand side. Jesse Lingard is there. What a slide tackle that is from Tierney. That's not a foul. You cannot be given that as a penalty. That is a wonderful slide tackle. Well, we're going to VAR. So if VAR gives it, there you go. Screw you, Andre Mariner. Are you a Man United fan? I feel like you might be. 4-1 then. 4-1. What a poor performance. Bellerin and Pella playing badly. Aubameyang and Zaccagni also playing badly too. Not a good result. So we are out of the cup. Let's have a look. If we go to the board, Club Vision, are they annoyed? Yeah, it's not massively preferred. It's 2 out of 4, so it's fine, hopefully. We're now going to go forward to probably the hardest match of the 3 that we've got in this episode, Liverpool. Before then, probably will be a transfer. If not, we'll go straight into the starting 11. It's the transfer that I should have done in the summer instead of Baumgartel. Willy Bolly has joined the club from Wolves on a permanent transfer. He was out of contract at the end of the season. Similar to the Wijnaldum deal, we've probably paid way too much money for him, but I technically didn't buy him. £18 million is what Willy Bolly has cost. However, I said to the board, we need Willy Bolly, and they went, okay, we'll buy him for you. So I wasn't too fussed how much money he cost. As a ball-playing defender, which is what we play, he is natural there. He's only 3-star apparently, but I don't think that's too much of a big deal. He is almost 30. He'll be 30 within literally a month's time. He's getting on a bit, but I'm hoping that's not a problem. Plus, we're only doing this for 3 years, so by the time we leave Arsenal in 2.5 years' time, he'll still only be 32, so we'll be fine. And Willy Bolly walks straight into the starting lineup today. Leno keeps his place in goal. Bellerin, Bolly, Gabriel and Maitland-Niles will be the back four. Wijnaldum, Partey and Xhaka in the middle of the pitch. Wijnaldum will be obviously playing against his former team today. Willian as the trequartista, Aubameyang and Milik as our strikers. I need a much better performance than what we did against Manchester United because that was garbage. So far this episode, we haven't won a game, but I'd say we played well against Manchester City. In fact, we played probably better than well against Man City, against Man United. We were garbage, but it was a cup game. I'm clinging to all the straws here because it's a cup game. It's not really something that we're trying to do. Liverpool, however, this is a game where we can do with a victory. A victory against Liverpool isn't going to help us massively in terms of league position, but it's just going to kind of prove that our squad and our formation and so on is good enough to get results against the better sides. We've already done it once against United in the league. Against Man City, we've got a draw as well. Hopefully we can do the same against Liverpool. They're almost 1-0 up through Virgil van Dijk, but it does go over the bar. 22 minutes now. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Salah. Back to Alexander-Arnold. He's going to run with the ball. I think that's Milik with him. Firmino now. The lead striker to Salah in the middle. Leno holds on to that. He doesn't hold on to that. He palms the ball away. It's going to be a corner. I thought Salah might have been offside there, but apparently not. He's gone over to take the corner. It's towards the middle. Gabriel gets that clear. Are we going to have a red and white shirt to collect this? We are not. Jota's going to get it forward. It's over nobody. Bellerin heads back to Leno. Still 0-0. Free kick. Salah takes this right-footed towards the back post, but Leno holds on to that one. It was actually left-footed from the right-hand side, and Leno's quick counter-attack isn't really going to do too much, is it? Alexander-Arnold's going to go straight back towards us again. Jota, he's got Bellerin for company. He's cutting towards the middle, towards the centre circle. Jota's going to try and run it all the way. Salah with loads of space. Why was Maitland-Niles not paying attention? Maitland-Niles kicked the ball away, which confused Leno. Leno dived. Salah then had an opening goal. It's 1-0. We've got ourselves a corner shortly after the opener. Xhaka steps up, takes this corner. It's gone past everybody. Thomas Partey. How have you missed that one? It's still 1-0 to Liverpool, but we got very close with that. Trent Alexander-Arnold's throw to Salah, the goal scorer, runs down the right-hand side. A lot of things Liverpool are trying are coming down the right-hand side. Henderson now. He's got Willian for company. Willian's kicking the ball and Henderson, and Henderson still has the ball. It's crossed in. Joe Gomez outside the area. Now Milner to Jota. What a save that is from Leno. It's going to be another corner. Leno there keeping it at just 1 goal to Liverpool at the moment. Salah then left-footed from the left-hand side. Gomez is there at the back post, and Leno once again saves this one. And is that the whole highlight, or are we going to see something? We are very compact. Very, very compact there. That was a bit of a worry. We've got the ball. Thomas Partey to Xhaka. Forward to Milik. Across Willian with a bit of space on the right if he wants to use it. Instead, he's running it himself. He's gone for a curling effort, and it's just gone wide. Still 1-0 to Liverpool. Again, another chance going our way. Right, we've got something interesting in the dugout which says, tell Granit Xhaka to mark Salah. I agree. Salah is doing absolutely everything. Even though he's on the right wing, I think having somebody just to stick to Salah like glue might help us out a lot. It is 1-0 to Liverpool at half-time. We've had a couple of chances, but most of them have gone Liverpool's way. Look, that wasn't good enough. What did I even say? I probably should have read that. We are not playing very well at all. Let's talk to Willy Bolly on his debut. Wijnaldum and Xhaka. Let's all talk to you and say, pump fists, you weren't bad. You can improve. A couple of people did seem motivated. Willy Bolly is still anxious. That's fine. He's only been at the club for about 3 days, if that. I feel like we're not going to win this game. And I feel like this is probably expected, isn't it? Aubameyang's having a shocker. He's coming off for Pella. Why they say Pella over Lacazette, I don't know, but I'm okay with that because I want to give Graziano as much football as I possibly can because I think this might be his last season as a competent footballer. 73 minutes, Leno with a goal kick. They're saying I should bring off Thomas Partey and bring on Kieran Tierney for some reason. Pella heads down to Arkadiusz Milik, back to Pella. Pella's in on goal here, and Graziano Pella has just smashed that into the back of the net, and they're calling this back for offside. No. VAR, show who was on, please. Kevin Friend it's offside. How far offside was he? I feel like it was close. But to be honest, for Pella to have that much space, he had to have been offside. He was offside. It's still 1-0 to Liverpool, but Graziano still knows how to score goals. Right, we're doing this Partey sub. We're going to bring on Ceballos, I think, because he's probably the best of the options we have on the bench. And then we'll probably just switch you two around. So Wijnaldum will move to the DLP position. Still got one more sub. We're going to take off Bolly. He's not doing so hot. Araujo's going to come on. 15 minutes to play to try and find an equaliser. I think we're good enough to get one. 5 minutes to play to try and get ourselves an equaliser. Salah with it to Papetti. Now Firmino. He's gone forward, finds Oxlade-Chamberlain. Minamino with a long-range effort, and the Japanese winger, I guess. His effort goes wide. Highlight ends. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for Liverpool here. It's going to put them on 50 points. 4 minutes of injury time. We've got the ball with Maitland-Niles. Now Granit Xhaka goes backwards to Gabriel. What are we doing here? I'm worried. Araujo, edge of the centre circle to Wijnaldum. Now on the right-hand side is the substitute Ceballos. Pella, he needs to get Bellerin running. He does give it to Bellerin. Can Bellerin get this cross in? He's gone down from Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez is going to get himself a straight red card for that. I think that's what the highlight was. Referee, what are you doing here? There you go. There is confirmation it is a straight red card. We still have this chance. We're not going to see it. Of course we're not going to see it. I feel like we should do this, but it's way too late. It's 1-0. Liverpool were the much better side. We had one shot on target. One shot on target. So, what we've worked out is against the lesser sides, I'd say bottom half, we'll win. We should be able to beat them comfortably most of the time. Against the top sides, we struggle. And I'd say defensively is where we have issues. Gabriel and Bolly played badly. Midfield-wise as well, Wijnaldum and Partey played badly. Strikers, Aubameyang, played badly. We had a few kind of bright sparks on the wing-back positions. Leno also played pretty good in my opinion as well. But we lose. It's not really too unexpected, is it? But it would be nice to actually beat somebody like Liverpool. So that defeat then, we stay on 35 points, but I don't think we can drop any lower. On Wednesday the 13th, which is actually today apparently, Everton will be playing Burnley, which is one of their 2 games in hand they have on us. I don't think Everton are going to catch us because I suspect one of their other games in hand, there you go, it's probably that Leicester game there. So they've got some difficult matches to play. So we're currently sat 3rd, which if you told me at the start of the save, you finished 3rd place in the first season, that's probably a good result. Next season is where we need to try and be pushing up into the 1st and 2nd positions. So in the summer, it might be quite a busy transfer window. That is going to do it for this episode. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I was expecting about half an hour. I feel like it might be a bit less than that. Next episode, we are going to go forward to probably one of this somewhere. Possibly Leicester and Villa. That's what we might do. And then we also will do FC Midtjylland and Chelsea in the episode after that. So yeah, next episode will come in just inside February. We'll finish off the January transfer window. Any transfers as well that take place, obviously, I will keep you in touch with at the start of the next episode. Thank you very much for watching this one. Ultimately, it wasn't a great episode, but I feel like we played all right. A point against Man City, let's ignore the Man United game, and a reasonable performance against Liverpool where we only conceded 1 goal and they were the much better side. End of the day, not great, but also not terrible. We could have lost both games. We could have ruined our goal difference. We didn't. We got a point out of possibly 6. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you are new here and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell as well to get notified whenever a new video is released. I'll see you in the next episode where hopefully we've picked up some more victories in between as well, and maybe a couple of transfers too. I'll see you next time.